What is up, guys? Rich T here with another Grand Arena video. So today I want to analyze this opponent. This is a pretty difficult opponent, so I thought it would be more interesting to go in and try to analyze what to do against an opponent that is pretty much got a team in in every checked box. I almost have that. I would say there may be a squad or two that I don't feel super confident in, like this bounty hunter one for one. So he's got two G12s and one Zeta. Otherwise, this team looks very strong. Look at that. That Django looks strong. Let's see, this Cat Bane's at 15. All right, so he's got one that's probably not up to par. But other than that, a solid team. Wouldn't feel bad about using it somewhere. His clone trooper squad is not bad. So he's probably got a Palpatine squad and a Darth Atreus squad. Whenever I hit the Empire, I always feel like I have to switch over to Sith immediately just to see. See, he's got his 7-star double Zeta Traya. Now, he's only got a level 75, 5-star Bastila Fallen. So he's not using her. He's using his Sith Trooper. He's probably using Traya, Scion Nihilus, Sith Trooper, and what I use is Grand Admiral Thrawn. And then I've got a Palpatine, a Papa Palpatine squad. Well, let's see real quick. He's probably using Vader. Is he using anybody else in this squad? Possibly. So who else does he have over here? So Palp, Vader, probably TIE Fighter pilot, Grand Moff. And then I like to throw a Wampa in there. Does he have Wampa? Let's see. He does. No Zeta, but G12. So a strong Empire squad. He's got an Ewok squad. Not amazing. Kind of like mine, I suppose. Maybe a little better because of the composition he's using. He doesn't have Wicket. I like Wicket a lot. His First Order squad, again, kind of like mine. Like, good, solid. My First Order's a little better than his, but not by a lot. I've got a Zeta on Kylo Ren, though. So, all very beatable teams. He's got 4 gold troopers. And then what? So this is a solid team, very solid team. He's got his Revan squad, and probably a decent B squad as well. He's got a great Night Sister squad, very strong. All right, his Old Republic's not in any shape to do Grand Arena. All right, less than 15 and just okay mods. But for mods for a team like this way down the chain, that's not bad. He's got a CLS, Chewie Han, 3PO. Yeah, a really strong CLS squad. A really strong RJT squad. A pretty solid Rogue One squad, very similar to mine. So, basically, This guy's got an answer to every question in here, whether it's a good answer or a great answer. So he's gonna have solid squads across. So I need to have some good counters. Now, because of that Sith team, because that Sith team doesn't have Bastila Shan Fallen, I'm not sure I would feel good enough with this Sith team to take down my Revan squad. So if I put my Revan on defense, he'll probably need his Revan to beat it. I don't feel like I've had nearly as much luck taking down a Revan squad with my Sith Trooper. Huh. He's putting speed on his Sith Trooper. That's interesting. I don't think I put very much speed on mine at all. So to put them up against a Revan squad, I don't know. It's kind of sketchy. But that being said, I'm not sure I feel comfortable enough to beat his Revan squad with my Traya squad. This guy's got good mods. 306. Yeah, I'm not sure I feel comfortable enough to beat his Revan with my Sith. So, do we assume that he's thinking the same thing? Because if I were him, I would expect to see a Revan on my defense. And I want to know that I'm going to be able to beat it. So I'm thinking he's going to leave his Revan for his offense. So I feel like I want to put my Revan on defense. Now his ships, he doesn't have the meta. So I'm tempted to put my meta on defense because I don't think he'll be able to kill that. Now, I'm not sure I'll be able to kill his either. If he puts his Houndstooth on defense, with this squad, I'm not sure my squad is strong enough on defense or on offense to beat that. But I don't think he'll put that on defense. Most people don't put their A squad on defense. But I feel like I want to do that here. I feel like I want to put my strongest squad on defense for ships, my strongest squad on defense for top, and then just leave like an average defense. What did I do last time? Because see, he downed all of my squads except for my Revan squad. He threw in his very first attempt. He threw at that Revan squad and just got demolished. Probably backed out because their protection never moved. And then went after everybody else and never ended up coming back for it, knowing he wasn't going to be able to down it. And I think that's basically it. Like you've got one squad that you think is going to be able to kill the Revan squad that you bring with you. And if it doesn't do it, you're screwed. So I feel like I have to put that Revan squad on defense, and then putting the ship on defense and hoping my B squad is enough to take out his. And I think that's one of my best shots. I think I've got a much better shot of stopping that that ship squad and killing his. So I think that's where I want to go with that. And then, another pretty average defense. So let's take a look at him one more time and see who we think he's going to put on D. I think he's going to keep his CLS squad for offense. Because I would. And I would either bring my Traya or my Revan on offense and have the other one on defense. But probably not both. The thing with keeping the Traya on defense is that a CLS is going to be able to rip that apart. So if you leave your Traya squad on defense and they've got their Traya squad and a CLS squad, they've got a shot at taking out the Revan and the Revan and the Traya, or vice versa. With the CLS and the Traya squad, you could probably take out the Traya and the Revan. So I don't think it's ideal to keep both of them on D. So I don't know. I have a feeling he's going to keep his Revan for offense, so we'll probably see his Traya on D. So I definitely want to keep my CLS for offense. And my Traya, if we're going to put Revan on D. And then who else do we think we're going to see? Bounty Hunters, I feel like I see a lot. And with Jango, he might feel pretty confident with them. But he doesn't have Dengar. I feel like Dengar is he could, but I don't see him using Dengar over. Well, maybe. Oof. No, I don't see him using Dengar. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's look at these clones. We could see clones. I doubt it. I could see him putting an Empire on D. Let's take a look at our list. There's a lot of counters to Empire. I like keeping my Empire, my Papa Palpatine squad for offense, because it just seems like everything is a counter to it. Although that Mother Talzin counter is interesting to me, because I put my Emperor Palpatine against that a lot. Well, not usually with Shore Trooper when it's on defense, though. Maybe therein lies the difference. Because down there, as a counter to the Night Sisters, it's got the Shore Troopers picture there, and this one definitely doesn't. So maybe Night Sisters is a great counter to Palp if there's no Shore Trooper. So probably not Palpatine then. Could be a Trooper squad. I throw a trooper squad on defense sometimes, throws people off. Probably not his Ewok squad. Maybe his first order squad. I can definitely see him putting first order. First order or bounty hunter, maybe even both. But at least one of those. I wouldn't be surprised if I saw them on defense either. That's a really solid defensive squad. I think even an Emperor Palpatine squad with Shore Trooper, that's very challenging. Pretty top-notch CLS squad. Yeah, pretty flawless. That would be a tough defense, to be honest. A really tough defense. Those 5 right there. Boom. But then you don't have R2 or 3PO for your resistance squad. Or anything else that you might plug and play them in. So let's say he doesn't have these two. RJBB8, Scavenger, Trooper. I wouldn't throw Finn in on a squad like that. I would prefer to have somebody like R2 or 3PO. So let's say he doesn't throw those 5. Let's say he does those 4. He would probably want a tank. No, his tanks aren't fantastic. I don't think Stormtrooper Han is really that great of a tank. Old Ben's pretty great. Doesn't look like he's in any shape. I feel like Resistance is a really strong offense, so maybe he will put CLS on defense. That Rogue One squad is a good defense. I wouldn't be surprised if I see them. And that Sith squad. So I don't know why I have a feeling he's going to keep his Revan for offense to beat my Revan. And he'll have his Traya on defense. Alright, so I'm going to keep my Traya and my CLS for sure. I think I'm going to keep my RJT and my Night Sisters. So I need 2 more strong squads that are going to be able to beat one of these defenses he's got. Now, they don't have to be great. They can be pretty mediocre. I feel like those 4 squads will take out the majority of what he's got. So, my bounty hunters. I feel like are too strong a defense to keep on offense. I think I've got to put them on D. The Bosk lead and the Dengar. Zam's stealth as well. Greedo is kind of... I feel like he usually gets targeted and taken down quicker. But still a very solid defense, and I don't think I'm going to really need them. My Empire squad, my Papa Palpatine, so that I should probably keep for offense. He's easily countered. The Ewoks are too easily beat by like a nest. First Order, I guess, feels like a given. For defense, I could keep the Troopers for offense. I feel like they seem scarier on defense. I don't feel like they ever really come through for me in a pinch on offense. I don't know. I tried a short-handed group last time with them, which was pretty unnecessary. I feel like if there's a squad I was going up with short-handed, it was the CLS and the RJT squad were fine. I didn't need to do it with them, and the Death Trooper would have made a huge difference because I was just struggling taking down those two tanks, that Baze and that K2. They were just sustainable with the health. The Chirrut was just throwing out. Those stacks are strong. But if I had that Death Trooper Death Mark, I mean, that was toast. That was toast. So that was just a bad judgment call on my part. The Trooper Squad on offense probably is the answer. We should probably put that Jedi B squad on defense, as well as the Revan. I like putting both those squads on defense. Let's see. I think we should continue to go strong if we can. Who else do we have that's strong? Like a Rogue One squad feels, I mean, they're pretty decent. They've got decent mods. Gear 10s, all 3 Gear 10s. And then 2 Gear 12s. I feel like that's pretty solid. Who else do we have? Another Rebel squad. I'd really like to put a better tank on this team, or just level up this Tarkin and this Stormtrooper a little bit more if I'm going to continue to use them, because I use that Stormtrooper quite a bit. I don't know if maybe Royal Guard is a better answer. I'll have to look into that. Who do you guys think would be a better tank to have on my Papa Palpatine squad than Stormtrooper, or do you think Stormtrooper's pretty solid? Because most of the time I use Sith Trooper in my Traya squad. On offense, when I'm trying to take down Revan, I'll put Bastila of Fallen. But on defense, and on offense, a good deal as well. I like to use Sith Trooper instead. I like to have that automatic taunt up. But I suppose I could rotate him over permanently. Alright, let's start setting defense. Alright, so I'm going to put my squad arena. Alright, that looks good. And we'll do this squad arena. And then we wanted to use the other Jedi squad as well. Because I don't really use them on offense as much. I'd like to have a tank on that squad instead of 2 healers, but don't really have one. And I don't think Mace Windu really counts as a tank. Even though I know technically he is. Alright. So the Bounty Hunter squad I think is pretty important, pretty solid. I don't think I'll need on offense. First Order. See, I got a couple of these squads that really just need a couple people finished off, and they are full G12. Alright, so that's 4. I think the Rogue One squad is probably a pretty decent defense. It'll hang up, mediocre squad, possibly. And he's got a couple of them that he could be using to finish off a couple of these. And then who else were we going to put in there? We're going to put in one more. Did we have one picked out, or was this the one we had up in the air? So we definitely want the RJT, the Night Sisters, the Papa Palp for offense. We want CLS for offense. I mean, Phoenix, I hate to throw Phoenix out there. I'd like to put somebody a little stronger than Phoenix. I think we want Troopers for offense. Ewoks, I mean, we could use an Ewok squad on offense. But I don't think we'll need it. Is that the best squad to put in next? I guess so. I mean, I know a good nest will... You know what? Let's take a look at his nest. Before we put in this last squad, let's take a look at his nest. Where is it? There it is. It's solid. It is solid. Well, he's not going tenacity, really. He could probably pick that apart pretty easily by himself. I don't know. Maybe he'll risk it and he won't get it like I did yesterday. I threw mine in again. I mean, his isn't as high tenacity, so who knows? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't feel comfortable enough soloing an Ewok squad. Who else do we have on this list? So Bounty Hunters, no. Clone Troopers, Ewoks, First Order, Troopers, Jedi Night Sisters, Phoenix. Maybe the Rebel Squad. Maybe the Rebel Squad. Let's take a look at Rebels. I think I feel better about a B Rebel Squad. So these 5. Okay, so maybe a Wigs, Biggs, Wedge Biggs, Wigs, Leia, Stormtrooper Han, I don't know. We could throw in a Phoenix on there. I don't know that I would throw Lando in there. I guess I could. I guess I would. All right. I feel like that is the strongest defense I feel comfortable placing without screwing myself on offense. And I still might screw myself on offense. But I'm pretty sure he's not getting through that ship. And hopefully his defense isn't so strong that, two of my squads wouldn't get through it, but who knows. That houndstooth is serious business. But all right guys, so this is basically all the things that go through my mind and all the things I look at when placing and deciding my squads. Um, Let me know if this helped you at all. If you do something similar. I definitely feel that it's more challenging when you're doing it against a harder opponent with lots of different squads because you have to take a lot of these things into account. But usually you want to deal with, these pretty much squads. I don't even really consider Bastila anymore because everyone's got a Revan. But these three, Palp, RJT, not so much this, maybe for 3v3. Night Sisters, Phoenix, First Order, Troopers, Ewoks, Rogue One. It's good to have this list to refer to. But, unless you're Revan, Traya, CLS, you know, you should have a decent counter in the bag for them. These are challenging, and there's only basically one counter for them or two counters for them. So that's basically it. Good luck in your grand arenas. I hope this helped. I will talk to you guys soon. When does this start? This starts tomorrow night, right? Yep. So I will see you guys tomorrow night. Later.